Oh. Bad times. Here we are, here we are. I don't think there's anyone in chat at the moment, but if there is, hello. There isn't. Why is there no one in chat? Right, we're gonna start a new game. Let's do the hardest, why not? Players, disables a number of helper features in the game. Players who want to rely on their own, they will do expert mode. Trial of Iron is enabled. Only one save slot is permitted. If your party is defeated, the game ends. Sure. We'll do like the hardest thing in the game, why not? I used to play a lot of these types of games. They're pretty fun. It's mostly just storytelling though. It's gonna be super good. Yeah, I can do some toast.
For over 400 years, the armies of Kairos the Overlord have swept across the known world. All who stood against them fell before their might. Even the Archons, women and men of immense power, were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will. Now Kairos' final conquest has come to our corner of the world, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our lands. The elite
Spicy.
disfavored, and the teeming horde of the Scarlet Chorus. The voices of Nerat, Spymaster and Archon of Secrets, guides the fierce and undisciplined masses of the Scarlet Chorus. With each battle, the Scarlet Chorus grows stronger, as the defeated are given a simple choice: serve or die. Graven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored. Though small in number, Kairos' ironclad legion has never met true defeat in open battle. Watching over the two generals is Tunon, the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, eldest of Kairos' minions. Tunon brings Kairos' laws to newly conquered lands, aided by the Fatebinders, judges and executioners of the Overlord's laws. You were among the youngest of the court of Fatebinders when Kairos' armies came to our lands. How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?
Oh no, I don't like this. It's too much effort. Too much work. Oh, that's some titties. I want to be a big buff dude. In order to be the ultimate toast, okay, we have to be this. Right. So there's role in the Northern Empire. Does it change based on? No, it does not. Body, nope. In the Northern Empire, where you were born, men enjoy equal protections under the laws of the Overlord Kairos. The southern lands of the Tears, only men may own or captain ships, but real estate is restricted. Men may lease, but durable ownership of the land, Tears, always passes daughters. Most sons enter their father's profession by mid-teens. Those without a profession or family lands to work can find purpose by pledging service to the Archon. I nearly forgot that word. Criminals, derelicts, and others are often conscripted into the armies of the Archons. A child cannot forge his own scheme? He will certainly find one in that. Oh, these are the portraits. Let's go. Well, we've got to be, you know, like, I really don't like that face. I'm not. Face is far too masculine for my liking. I prefer more of an effeminate face, you know? That face does not match his body. Like, he looks like such a hunchback. Whatever.
That wasn't so hard.
On it. Heads up, we have company.
I like that. Woo! Tattoos! Tattoos, this is the most exciting. Hey! Stop it. Yeah, I like that. That's good. We'll do that. Let's pick a good portrait. Those are women! That'll do. How did I join Kairos'? Not wishing to pay, feed, and house to the madam that purchased your mother sold you to the proving grounds. Oh, I like that idea. Greatsword is obviously the only option. Although, hold on a minute. What else is there? Is dual wielding? Someone of his stature is definitely a kind of guy. Sunder. 20-second cooldown, 30-second cooldown. Skills 19 to 26 slash piercing damage. Base 12 to 16. Sundered for 23 seconds. I don't know what the sundered means. Crush, pierce, and slash armor reduced to 5. Okay, that's pretty nice. Recovery is 4.6. What about this one? Gives armor penetration. It does do less damage overall, so I think I'm gonna go with Sunder. Because this reduces, like, you know, I like Sunder. And secondary expertise. Bigger spells? Gather. Charmed attack. Frosts. Full of Vigor is a utility branch of magic that focuses on granting bonuses to yourself and your ally. Titans. So tired, bro. Titan's Touch. Allied target plus 2 vitality for 45 seconds, plus 2 might for 45 seconds. Range 2 meters. What's Entropy? Entropy magic, brain skills, and enemies. So I like the idea of a big guy that can, like, buff himself. I think that's a really cool idea. That's what we're gonna go with. I also don't really want... I like that. That's a pretty nice... Like, more like... That'll do. Enter name! There's no one in the chat, so I guess there is no name choosing in the chat. So, Big Sad, we're gonna just go with, Tron. I like Tron. Nope, that's not good. Thorg. Why is there a capital H? Thorg. There we go. He needs a big... Well, these are obvious answers, aren't they? He's just gonna have high stats in those two. What's finesse? Armor deflection, quickness, ability and spell cooldown, wits, spell strength, magic defense, resolve, endurance. Oh, hello. Give me a second. Doing hoovering and vroom. What me miss? Not a lot, man. Not a lot. If I down this, that does make a big 20%. Okay, so 20% bonus health. Might is 12% damage. Finesse. Distribute the characters. Gonna drop that. No, that's accuracy. God damn it, man. Gonna go Soz, no worries, man. Dual wield. We don't really need to up the dual wield. I need two-handed weapons to up. We're gonna up that to 40. And then magic skill, maybe like magic staff, I'll up that to roll vigor. Athletics 30. And I'll put dodge up to 20. That looks pretty good to me! That looks good to me. Conquest. It'll allow you to play through Kairos' conquest of the tiers, choosing how your character was involved in the invasion. This gives you the most control over the starting state of the game, and how other factions will react to the character. Sure, we'll do conquest. Why not? Let's go. Ah! I fell off my chair.
All the world has fallen to Kairos, and now the Overlord's eye is on the tiers, our home. The last corner of the world free of Kairos' reign. Two armies, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, march south from the Northern Empire, the last realm to fall to Kairos a century prior.
Okay.
In the early days of 428, Kairos' armies arrive at the Gates of Judgment, the mountainous border that we Tiersmen so long believed unassailable. Unable to agree on a unified plan of defense, the various leaders of the tiers sit and wait for each other to deal with the conquerors, until it's too late.
All right. During the conquest, you will decide your character's actions during Kairos' invasion of the tiers, shaping the world through which you will adventure over the course of the game. Each choice you make affects your character and how major factions and tiers respond to you. Your decisions matter, choose wisely. The Bastard City stood on the northern border between Kairos' empire and the Tears. Built upon a natural harbor at the crossroads between realms, the city was a nexus of commerce. To the Tears, it was the center of all wealth. To a northerner, little more than a backward trading. Its symbolic status as a gateway to the continent made it a natural first target in Kairos' military conquest. Circumstances were ideal for you to prove your worth as a soldier in Kairos' armies. Taking the city would send a message to the rest of the Tears. Kairos' will is surmountable. Not good with some words! So I have to choose whether we attack it or infiltrate the Tears. Both armies send their forces to prepare the way. Gates of Judgment in the first major engagement of the war, Kairos' armies crossed the mountain to establish. The armies of Kairos took battle to the Gates of Judgment, trumpeting the opening call of the conquest of the Tears. The two armies, its favored, Scarlet Corps, brought their distinctive sense of order and chaos to the assault, went to battle alongside the army. Suited. Disciplined and battle-hardened, the Disfavored are an elite legion in Kairos' army. They spearheaded the conquest of, little more than a gang of thugs. And their captive slaves rather than organization. I think the Scarlet one makes sense. For like the pit fighting. You rushed with the chaotic mass of the Scarlet Corps, flanked the bastard city's army, and drove them to flee. You caught the mercenary army unprepared. For the mania and disorder of the Scarlet Chorus, your forces overwhelmed the Tears in a few short hours, hacking and burning their way into the continent. Any mercenaries who survived the battle found themselves initiated into the Scarlet Chorus, tortured by ruthless interrogators, or made the sport of competition as the intriguing. What's next? Feeding the host. You found a way to feed Kairos' army in enemy territory. To judge the enemy. You decided the fate of enemy soldiers conquered in battle. Kill them! Murder them all! Soldiers of the Tears fell by the hunt. Kairos' army could not agree on how to handle what few survivors they dragged back to the camp. Befitting your role, the commanders turned to you to decide the fate of those who occupied the prison pens. There were only enough prisoners to support the plan of a single army. You gave prisoners the chance to serve in Kairos' army or die. The Scarlet Chorus was in need of extra to fill up the vanguard, and your former enemies would occupy those slots and you armed cooperative ex-soldiers with scrap weapons and tossed them into the vanguard of the next Scarlet Chorus assault. Those who survived were welcome to take up the arms and armor of the fallen and eke out a desperate struggle to survive in Kairos' military. After their first victory, you rewarded the new recruits with the opportunity to execute what you did. Oh wow. The armies of Kairos amassed around the bastard city, first bastion of Tears to fall. Both armies longed to storm the walled outpost, the Scarlet Chorus howling for plunder, and the Disfavored forming an unbreakable shield wall. Your prowess on the field of battle carried them this far. There was one more step before total victory. Both the armies had inspired schemes to take the city, which you used to call. Sabotage the city's defenses. Burn the city. Assault on the main. Burn the city. Abilities. Searing Palm. Wait, hold on. These give me abilities. I need to actually know. Minus Warrior's Respite. Plus 17% health every 3 seconds. That's actually pretty good. Reflection, accuracy, 200 dodge and 200 parry. Honestly, I don't. This is like super aggressive. This one, I honestly think this is better for the going. So I don't want to do this. Assault upon the city gates, but we'll do that one. The heroic, very determination of the favored battered the gates of the bastard city to splinters. Those who fell under the consistent hail of arrows or cascade of boiling pitch left the battlefield temporarily, only to appear hours later as Archon Raven Ash's protection. Their numerous wounds. In time, the gates gave way, and Kairos' forces spilled into the cheers of victory. Woo! You may only choose one: Apex or Leviathan's Crossing. The bastard city settled into a new state of normality. Normalcy? Normalcy? I don't know what that fucking word is. With every tower displaying Kairos' banner, your name was whispered alongside rumors of a decorated rear to come. The army is divided into 2 fronts. Migrated south. Non sent word that you were to join the next frontier of Kairos' conquest, either as judge and overseer of the settlement of Leviathan Crossing, or as a war advisor with armies advancing realm. Apex. Well, why would I ever choose? I am all about war. Let's go to war, boys. Let's start a war! Murder people! Kill them all! I won't be satisfied until every goddamn last one of these motherfuckers is mine. Apex. The mountain nation of Apex, ruled for generations by the queen of House... Oh, there goes my monitor again. What the fuck? Oh. Hello, Mr. Monitor? Hello? Move low. Well, with any luck, that sorted it. Of House Vendrian stood at the heart of the Tears. No army could bypass the landlocked realm without leaving their flank exposed to attack. By the second year of the war, the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus had pushed deep into the Tears. Elements of both armies were dispatched to conquer Apex. Tunon assigned you to accompany them, tasked with bringing Kairos' law to the territory, as well as keeping an eye on both armies. Ooh. Denial of strength. A new school of mages present problem and opportunities. The Archon of Stones. Perhaps too successful. What's this? Disfavored sent their most destructive ally to crush Edgering Fort. I don't know who that is. Oh, he's a dude. Archon of Stone buried the stronghold under an avalanche triggered from surrounding mountains. The Scarlet Chorus were promised captured enemies for recruitment, yet none survived. The Chorus demanded combat. Strategically, yeah, that's the better option. Scarlet Chorus's claims were insignificant compared to the lossless victory. Congratulated the disfavored and encouraged the Scarlet Chorus to better value their soldiers' lives. A suggestion that gang bosses took worse than the original offense. Vowing to remember this, the slighted army returned to the camp to sulk, if not lick their wounds. Ooh, I made them lick. Swords of the Fallen. Marriage, dead. Local custom with the tears created strife between Cyrus's army. Seen wearing disfavored gear supposedly taken from those who fell in battle, the disfavored were outraged, citing tradition that their armor only passed only to next of kin within the army. In a debate of tradition versus practicality, you had to rule in favor of one army over the other. Denied the disfavored's complaint as the demands of war rendered such vain customs irrelevant. Lacking in suitable armor, the Scarlet Chorus would obtain what they had collected. Yeah, I think that's hello, Cam. Hola. Hello. You explained to Graven Ash and his disfavored the army needed capable arms more than they needed a rigid... Oh no, my fuck, it's every time I lie down. What is it? What is the problem? This one's not... I'm at a Chick-fil-A on my way to college campus right now. Ooh? Oh, it can't be that wire. It can't be that wire, because that's the wire to my board. I have no idea. Why does this shit keep turning off, bro? Cassie, get down. Yes, I love you. Yes, I do love you. I don't understand why this keeps happening. Oh, on campus. Oh. Ooh, that's even better. Yeah, that is the correct answer. After many spans of battle, the army of Apex finally agreed to peace talks. The Queen herself agreed to attend a negotiation summit and invited a representative of Tuon to discuss the possible terms. How did you negotiate the enemy's surrender? Full surrender! Taunting the Queen of Apex into striking you under a banner of truce, you baited the Queen of Apex into a duel and slew her, frightening her vessel to mission. Or through many days of mediation, you negotiated the surrender of the Valley of Kairos. The Valley to Kairos' forces, putting an end to further bloodshed. We are a vicious murder boy! We killed that fucking bitch! She's dead now. Scarlet Chorus urged you to show the Overlord's strength. By any means necessary, during peace talks, a well-placed insult goaded the Queen of Apex into striking you. You responded to the slight by challenging her to a duel. Though the Queen was skilled in battle, your field experience outmatched her court training. As her body lay cooling on the ground, you demanded that her followers kneel before the Overlord's banner. Unable to rise above the fear of the moment, the remaining leaders... Hold on. I can't read. They surrendered it, basically. Murder that bitch! Did it, we're so manly. The land of Apex finally rested in the hands of Kairos' forces. The Scarlet Chorus paused to revel in victory, while the disfavored prepared for the next fight, affording themselves but an evening's rest. Kairos' armies radiated out from the conquered citadel and worked their way across the tiers. The disfavored and Scarlet Chorus aimed to dominate as much territory as possible the coming year. Your distinguished reputation in Kairos' military left the choice of your next destination was to make. Dyslexia engaged. It's not. I just couldn't read it. What is? I don't know. Dispatch the. Subjugate the nation of Azure. Conquering gaze fell upon the citadel, its treasures, its knowledge, its secrets. With its easily defended position and rich military tradition, the realm of Stalwart, the most formidable realm in the tiers. Yeah, I think the character that I'm planning on playing probably. You know? Big bad murder boy? Realm of Stalwart was best known for its proud army, disciplined, courageous, and undefeated on their home soil. Skill and resolve made Stalwart military power that Kairos forces approached. Its southern position, Stalwart had been largely safe from war, watching as it fell to Kairos' forces. On the dawn of their third year of war, Kairos' forces were finally poised to invade the Stalwart Peninsula, subdue his most wanted army. That's a weird. Marching on empty, or a continuous setback. Stinging defeat led to accusations. Nope. Tragedy struck when hungered Scarlet Chorus soldiers appropriated David supplies. What? So we don't do well here? Is that what you're telling me? Like this is probably good. The Stalwart defenders burned their crops as they retreated, giving the invaders little to forage, starving. Scarlet Chorus mob raided favored well-maintained supply lines, bearing casualties on both sides. By your command, the disfavored shared their provisions. Lost that. Okay. What did that the Scarlet Chorus soldier? They can die in combat. Argued that the Horde was starving. Being the largest of Kairos' armies, they were also the least provisioned. The men were wrong to steal, but the disfavored were equally wrong to withhold supplies from their allies. You agreed with the Chorus version of events and ordered that the disfavored supplies be shared. Thieves themselves would be punished with loss of a hand and returned to the front lines. The disfavored found this a sickening... Well, fuck you. Fuck you. No one gives a shit. I got a milkshake. Where's mine, though? I want a milkshake. I want a milkshake, my guy. That sounds delicious. Better dead than red. A string of mass suicides led to the Scarlet Chorus making demands of the disfavored. Rather than submit to Scarlet Chorus's conscription, conquered locals began committing suicide. Desperate to add more bodies to the horde, the Scarlet Chorus demanded a portion of disfavored prisoners. Disfavored denied the right of the realm's population had to line. Line wraps around the building, but I can try to get notifying the locals. Oh god, what the fuck keeps happening? One of my wires not doing what it should be. This one. Just do that. That might fix it. Who knows? You banned the Scarlet Chorus from recruiting in the realm of Stalwart, going as far as notifying the locals to surge. You refused the disfavored's request to allow the Scarlet Chorus, and allowed the Scarlet Chorus to continue recruiting. Additionally, you ordered disfavored camp slaves be given to the Chorus to make up for the losses suffered. I don't think either of those are good, but we are going to go with the disfavored, because I think that we agreed with the disfavored arguments. This conquest was never about ruling a graveyard, but the Scarlet Chorus acted contrary to that goal. The voices of Norat and his mobs blamed you for suppressing their ability to conduct war as they saw fit. In spite of their protests, you read this proclamation in every conquered village, knowing that enemy spies would hear your verdict. The disfavored carved a slow, steady path into the heart of Stalwart and surrounded the enemy's massive fortress. Massive fortress? The main bulk of their forces defeated the enemy leadership, retreated to their mighty fortress, content to wait out the war. The Overlord answered this impotence with an edict. Storms. Devastating spell that would endure as long as the cowardly hearts of Stalwart's leaders persisted. Pleased by your efforts, Tanon deemed you the proper representative to deliver Kairos' edict. Aside from being given a 3-day window to read, no other instruction. Agreeing with the wishes of the disfavored, you proclaim the edict at once, leaving the enemy no time to react. Stalwart had ample opportunity to surrender for several years. The time for mercy was long gone. In an attempt to Scarlet Chorus insisted that warning be sent to the towns and villages for the horror about to descend them. Yeah, I mean, that's only fair. Kairos' wrath was intended for the cowardly regions of Stalwart, not those unfortunate swept up in the calamity of leadership. A warning in advance of the spell would give locals time to prepare for the devastation to come. You were meant to let punishment fall on the innocent as lightly as Kairos' will allows. Comforted might yet spare lives, you broke the seal of Kairos' storms and read the incantation. I am an evil mastermind! The edict storms. The clear skies darkened. You read the final words of the edict. A flurry of wind and rain whipped through the rolling plain. Craggy canyons turning rocks. uprooted trees, hapless soldiers in shrapnel. Armed with a measure of foresight, you were able to remove yourself from the area before storms grew. Nearby communities told of cyclones consisting of thousands of soldiers with spears, armor, skulls. What's more, weather showed no sign of disappearance. Several units of disfavored who, in spite of the storm, were caught in the magic. Survivors nursed their failure to topple the stalwart legion shamed them, believing the dead more. Oh, I get what is true. The name Stalwart fell from use. People took to calling it the Blade Grave. Remade landscape, festooned with the iron and bronze armaments of two once great legions. As Kairos' forces departed, spared a glance back at the while marveling. My monitor has gone off once again. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. Can somebody please fix this shit? What is going on? Like, genuinely, what? So confuzzled. Eh? Conquest complete! Let's continue.
The year is 431, and Kairos' invasion has shattered all major opposition in the tiers. The Younger Realms, the Bastard Tier, the Free Cities. All who defied Kairos lay broken by battle, or bowed in surrender. The two armies of the Overlord, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, now control our lands.
Okay.
But our will is not yet extinguished. Not
What's up?
in the Valley of Vendrian's Well.
Hey, what's going on?
Those of us unwilling to bow to Kairos have banded together in defiance. Violating an oath of surrender from 2 years prior, we have staged a bloody uprising, murdering the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus garrison in a midnight assault. With their main forces spread across the tiers, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus redeploy to Vendrian's Well to crush the resistance. But months pass with no definitive battle. As disagreement and discord paralyze the Archons, we bide our time and wait for our message of insurrection to spread across the tiers.
Give me a rundown of this game, please. Basically,
The Overlord
people
is
gone to
not
war.
amused, and Kairos has one message for the Archons: crush the Oathbreakers or die. Kairos backs this threat with an edict, a magical commandment that can slay all in the valley should the order be ignored. The honor of proclaiming this edict.
Well, hold on a second. The honor of proclaiming this edict fell to you, sent across the mountains to Vendrian's Well. You carry the Overlord's edict before the Archon.
As you finally make your way through the winding mountain passes into the valley,
No chat.
the ground
There doesn't appear to be much
trembles,
people here, yeah?
and Kairos' magic seals the way behind you. You are trapped in Vendrian's Well, with Kairos' armies and the Oathbreakers. The only way to survive is to fulfill the terms of the Overlord's edict, in any way that you can.
Fatebringer Thorg, I presume. We've been expecting you. Oh. Aurora. Oh shit. My monitor keeps turning off. Great narrating, your voice is soothing. Thank you. Kairos, the Overlord, be praised! When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. Disfavored warrior claps her gauntlet. Ah! To her breastplate! My fucking monitor, man! What the fuck is going on? Bitch, work. Please, dear God. Turns on for like a brief second and it turns off again. I don't understand why. The traditional salute of her region. Well, I've gained favour. I'm honoured to welcome you back to Edgering Pass. Soldiers have not forgotten how you protected the integrity of our squad, nor have the locals forgotten your self-defense. Killing of Queen... yeah, it was self-defense. Are my messages going through? Yeah. Yeah, they are. Queen Lanta, Queen Slayer, they've taken to calling you. Lucky pile of dung. I've slain how many of these South knobs? And still no nickname. Shakes her head, holding back a chuckle. A shame, we cannot offer you more festive welcome. Such things will have to wait. Insurrection. Glare silently. Motherfucker, you dare speak to me! I'm in a hurry to deliver a message to the Archons. I come bearing an edict. Kairos, our soldiers will complete their task. Die. That was 30 minutes ago. What was 30 minutes ago? Sorry, I was in the past. LOL! Edict is leveled against us? Her eyes widen with fear. Cautious. But Scarlet Chorus prevents us from taking action. Why would the Overlords push both of... Clears her throat. Sigh. Give me. It is not my place to question. We should have conquered the enemy within weeks of arriving in the... They reflects poorly. What was this? I unpaused the stream and didn't fast forward. LOL. If we all follow Kairos' will and stop the insurrection, no harm. So can I please have a rundown for the second time? Yeah, war. There you go. We went to war. We're at war. Your first instinct is to blame the Scarlet Chorus. No wonder Kairos resorts to any... Also, two Archons and their armies cannot take a citadel they've taken before. Of course Kairos is displeased. Why at war? I don't fucking know. I'm really paying attention. I think they just want land, you know, normal reasons. Your words sting. They are not false. The soldiers stand ready. Yet the Archons never issue the charge. If anything can force them to act, it'll be the Overlord's edict. Well, you've travelled a long way. I won't keep you further. I'm sure the Archons will want to hear from you at... Her voice falls silent. Tension snapping. Did you hear that? War runners. Third time this week. The Oathbringers keep trying to send messengers through the mountains to gather help from outside the valley. Points over to the collapsed path. You were right. They're a bit too late for that now. Come, let's show these Oathbreakers. Tired? You alright? Yeah, I'm pretty tired. It's been a long day. It's been a long few days. I'm just sleepy. Fucking die. Oh, you see that, man? I slippity slapped him.
Right. Will do.
I'm getting him. How combat work? It's basically like that. I have abilities down here and then auto attacks.
On it.
I'm playing on the hardest difficulty as well. So, oops.
Right.
Squeeze through the gap, move boulder. I rolled her over with boulder.
I got it. Can't do that.
He can.
Right. For the glory of Kairos!
Why would you do that? You played this before? I've played games very similar to this.
On it. On it. Will do.
Yeah, I've played games similar to this before that had the same sort of mechanics.
Will do. On it.
So, I sort of know what I'm doing. I have a rough idea, you know. Ooh, loot. The mushroom! Mush. Baja, 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 mushroom! That's a thing that was fuck off.
Try and catch me, worm.
Verse. Young Scarlet Fury weaves around the Vendrian Guard attackers, avoiding their weapons. With fluid grace, she nods to acknowledge you. Sun Soldier. A breathless enemy soldier passes a glance to her countryman. This one's crazy! Too much lead in the water! We should cut our losses and turn back!
Fate Finder. You're here at last. Here to join me in putting these cowards out of their misery.
For the realm of Apex, charge! Wait, where's my... okay.
Right.
Wait, no, I want to, like,
Will do.
slash. What does she have?
Flawless.
See that shit?
Whew. I can tell
The
you
realm
didn't
of
spend
Apex?
the conquest in a diplomat's tent.
Vida surveys the fresh corpses and nods with
I'm
satisfaction.
versed, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian Guard we killed didn't come alone.
She gestures to the skirmish unfolding in the pass below, shaking her head.
Eager. I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades.
Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful iron they might be clutching.
I see your point. Nice and
No
practical.
reason to pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish we'd joined them here. But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes. For the voices of Nerat!
Verse furrows her brow and focuses down on the battle to come.
I got it.
I looted the dead boy. Sometimes there's like loot around in these areas. Oh, there's something there. Oh, no, we have to fight. Eyes forward, no looking back! The Vendrian Guard warrior roars with his flax held high, his words largely lost over the din of combat. Queenslayer! The warrior rears back his swinging arm as the invective hisses of his tongue. I've long dreamed of laying claim to your skull. So nice of you to present yourself. You just arrived at camp and they're already giving you a title? Impressive. How was your day? It was long, man. It was only a short day, but it took a long time. Like, I'm tired. As he signals his men to charge, the sound of chanting rises from the south, drawing his attention. Scarlet Chorus reinforcements! Hurry! Mocking Blaze. How was your day, man? Run down the Oathbreakers. Let no one escape. From the red mob of the reinforcements from the south, the blood chanter. I'm fucking dumb. Blood chanter emerges at the head of the rabble, the ornamental crest of her staff pulsing with crimson tones. Signing sigils of magic and wordlessly moving her mouth, the blood chanter scribes a series of spells into the air. A red glow surrounds the Vendrian Guard warriors as the chanter's magic worms its way into their minds, blinding them with rage. I'm doing a legendary difficulty Skyrim playthrough. That's pretty cool. Hold position, all of you! You there! Keep to the path! The warrior gestures along the canyon trail, but his soldiers turn their attention to the Scarlet Chorus, roaring challenges. No, don't engage them! We need to run! His orders fall on deaf ears. The warrior reluctantly readies his weapon.
I'm not playing what falls out here.
Await my signal.
Get him!
Right.
Using a sword and shield, which I usually never do. Yeah, I'm like that. I never use that stuff.
You still with
Oh
me,
no,
boss?
I'm down.
Not happening.
This is the hardest difficulty. I'm already dying in the
Bring it on, you
tutorial.
little shit.
This is the tutorial? Yeah, pretty much. I already got downed.
Let's rest.
Come quick, we have a situation on the cliffside. They have the commander. They have the commander. Oh no. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty though, so that's why it's so hard.
I got it.
What are you doing? You'll draw attention. You pussy! Kill him!
Can't do that.
Why? This man is a bitch! Rogue's leathers. Is it better than this? Oh shit, it is, yo. Rid of that then. I could have sworn I had something. I guess I don't have anything better. I thought I did. He locks Tyrell. Stow your weapons! Oh no, my screen went blank again. Why does it keep doing this? Stow your weapons, and we will find out how long a man screams before hitting the ravine down below. Corner between a precipitous drop. A band of angry soldiers, the Oathbreaker warrior holds a disfavored officer at knife point. Do it. Skewer him! Worry not for me! Brave Ash will protect! Like, okay. Yeah, I'm always tired, man. I slept really well last night, but I didn't sleep long enough. His favorite officer winces, blood seeping from the seams of his braces. Fucking Blaze. You heard the man! He plainly invited you to use that little blade of yours. What are you waiting for? Permission from your pimp? This blade, with a jerk of the knife, he slices off a clump of Drastus' matted hair. You're so eager to see your ally dead, just step closer. Ooh. I meant, is the screen going off like yesterday? Yeah, it is. You, the Queen Slayer! Pushing Drastus aside, Pelox Tyrell bounds forward with murder in his eyes. His glorious charge ends somewhat abruptly as the disfavored soldiers step in, weapons out. Butcher Tyrell, fuck you. Dazed but alive, Drastus lets out a long sigh and struggles to... Kairos be praised! The Oathbreaker fought the rage of Khan himself. Drastus slides a trembling hand along the cut of his neck. Thank you, Fatebinder. I thought today was my last. From the look of it, guess they thought if they swarmed the pass, maybe one might make it out. Found a few scraps of parchment bodies. Drastus holds up a handful of crumpled parchments for inspection. A student of letters, such as yourself, should be able to make sense. All that training in Graven Ash doesn't teach you to read. Commander stares at you on. Oh, I think that's funny. Repeating the same messages in different written scripts, the parchment explains the Vendrian guards' desires to open Kairos. Kairos' Archon. Throughout their army is the pages aren't addressed to any reader, but rather openly invites all who remain loyal to the grounds gather at. Well, from the look of it, now he kept them from slipping out the valley. Whatever they hoped to accomplish, I think they're pretty died here. The Archons are expecting you. You're ready. Leave by the gate to the southeast and follow the trails down slope for a campfires. They can't see.
Over there.
Oh, there's a little purple box. What's this? Potion of invisibility. Ooh. Exciting. Prisoner says his name is Tarkis Demos. Drastus lets out a long sigh, tapping his gauntleted finger to his... I don't think this is a complicated matter. He dies. His family's being a driving force in the Vendrian Guard. Killing him should demoralize whatever's left of the Tarkis clan. We must offer the enemy redemption! Well, save for their inbred nobles. Just ask the Queenslayer. Kind of lets out a hearty chuckle. Through a set of teeth. Corpses can't serve the chorus, so while mercy always pains me, this is what the voices of that come. If anything, I say you owe us, Fatebinder. Last time you were here, Ken nearly destroyed this pass, taking all of our potential conscripts in the process. You refused to let us recruit anew from the disfavored. You going to deny us again? We'd let you take prisoners, but you can't control them. You send these conscripts out on patrol and they never return, defecting all over again. I can't let this strategy continue. Have you done the Civil War quest line before? In what? In what game? I insist this oathbreaker be taken to the voices of the brat leaving us. Fortunately, we have a Fatebinder here to settle the matter for us. Skyrim? Yes, I have. Chanter turns to you, expectant smile creeping across her face. So, what do you say? Execute. Desmond cannot be trusted. Rakes, thieves, and whores, nothing more. Far too merciful. Have this one tied up. He and his friends can watch each other rot in the sun. I won't keep you here any longer, Fatebinder. I know you have important business in the valley. Looks you his iron gauntlet wrapping against his breastplate. The glory of Kairos! Who did you side with? I've done both sides. I don't have a preference. I think they're both... It's probably one of the worst quest lines in the game, in my opinion. You there, muttering. A mouthful of congealed blood, Tarkis Demos hangs from his stake. End this! I beg you! From a lore standpoint, the Imperials are better. Both aren't amazing, yeah, I know. But you make a better warning to others while you're still unable or unwilling to muster strength to break a turn. Ha 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 ha! Fuck you, Tark. Take you 2 hours and 45 minutes to complete your journey from Edgering Ruins to Disfavored Camp. Yeah. Not many people here for this, although I didn't expect there to be many people here for this stream. This is just so I have some content going up on YouTube. We are going to Halt, Fatebinder. David Scout nods as you approach. Camp's on up. Ed, don't mind us, just clearing out the rabble. Sterling Hagnon. I still don't understand what I've done to offend. I respect that these are now disfavored lands, and I'm happy to give the Legion a proper toll. She's going on about trading rights. What nonsense is that? I'm not allowed to trade one thing for another? It's not like I'm selling weapons to angry peasants or anything of the sort. You're on disfavored lands. These warriors have every right to kill you. You should be more thankful they're even listening to you. Not many people at all. But I'm only here to peddle my wares. I mean no harm. The merchant takes a step back, his eyes scanning the soldiers for signs of movement. And if you think I'm a threat to the disfavored camp, then you seriously overestimated me. Please! How do I make this right? From the sound of it, I feel like I'm about to be robbed. Not the only one. I'm being robbed of patience as we speak. We should move on, Fateblind. Petty disputes are beneath both. Robbed? No, you're being granted life after trespassing on our lands. All for the simple price of one. Not our fault. I don't write the rules. Honestly in full. Please, merchant lurches towards you, eyes wide with frustration. Can you do something? He hasn't got one. Therein lies the problem. Trade permit? Well, how was I mean, to whom would I speak for such a thing? Not us, and not our problem. Maybe march your butt to Bastard City, plead your case before turn. He'll lighten the burden and relieve you of your work. Should make anything to be argued, or turn on may be argued before. What's there to discuss? We should kill this mongrel. And the warrior pauses, placing her hand in front of her mouth. If the Fatebinder wishes to weigh in on the matter, courtesy demands we listen. The soldier clears her throat, looking expectantly. This is a disfavored matter, but I know the agents of the court do so love to throw their judgment around. Well, you could rob me now and have my supplies today, the merchant grabs a flask from his cart. Or you can leave me alive and have fermented honey all year long. I even know a few family recipes for painkillers and healing draughts. Certainly, any army will need those. He uncorks a small ceramic vial, and the aroma of clothes and salts your nose. These are essential goods to the war effort. We should leave the supplier intact. Fatebinder, that's me, I'm the Fatebinder. But he has no permits! You're allowing this low-born wretch to profit when he should toil like any other conquered tiersman, Fatebinder. It is your right to settle disputes when we lock horns with the chorus, but you have no authority on this matter. Are you questioning? I am! You have the right to step in when we disagree with the chorus, but this fool is not sworn to an Archon and has no protection. The scout runs her hand along her temple, letting out a hiss of frustration before throwing her arms in the air. You know what? Have it your way, Fatebinder. This isn't worth a court summons from time. My deepest thanks. I thought I was about to be robbed and left for dead. And here I thought the disfavored would thank me for trying to bring in fresh provisions. I'll be sure to keep my head down and not make any waves. I have no clue what's going on because I wasn't here before. Go back and watch the VOD!
Right.
Slow down a moment. I know we're both eager to watch the Archons bicker over tactics like a pair of magpies, but I need to ask you something first. I will, don't worry. The voices of Nerat told me that you've come as a mediator. Considering the source, well, I can't help but feel I'm only hearing half the story, so let's have it. What's so special about you? I'm here to deliver an edict from Kairos. Makes a crazy kind of sense. Considering how long the siege has taken the armies, I can understand why Kyrus would send you with an edict to speed things along. Have you read it? Do you know what it says? The Archons must claim annexation hall by Kyrus' Day of Swords, or all will perish. One more thing for the Archons to fight for. Well, thanks for cluing me in. If Kyrus sends any lightning our way, just tell me when to duck. The war tent is in the center of the camp. One last thing, be careful around these disfavored types. They take their work seriously and most have suffered too many blows to the head. A gatecrasher from the court. Still in one piece, the guard pounds his chest plate in salute. Welcome to disfavored camp. Always happy to have an honored ally with us. Salute, Graven Ash protects. It's an honor to have you in camp, Fatebinder. Sorry in advance for all the arguments your presence will bring out. Hopefully it won't be like back in Stalwart. Oh my fucking monitor! Turning off. Back in Stalwart, the chorus trying to claim our work slaves just because they can't win a battle without crippling losses. I think this misguided little shit just insulted my brothers and sisters in my book. That's a dispute between the armies. Are you going to stand for that? Aye. Glances between you and Verse, then straightens and exhales a hard breath. Wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of a Scarlet Fury, especially when she's got the court on her side. My apologies, ma'am. Is it like yesterday? Is it flickering? Yeah, sometimes it goes on and off. I don't know why. Your sincerity needs work. Tonight I want you going to sleep thinking about what a little piece of shit you are. Stammers in a half-formed uncertain answer. Are you going to answer the Lady Guardsman? Enough of this. It's through. Go on in! Soldier gestures towards the gate. The Archons are expecting you. You'll find them in the war tent center of the camp. War tent, center of the camp. This the war
Sorry,
tent?
can't.
Oh.
That's 4 reports of avalanches in the mountains now. The Tearsmen can barely count past 9. They have neither the capacity nor the cause to close off the mountain passes. Either way, that leaves the 2nd and 4th cohort trapped outside the valley.
The Archon of War pounds his staff on the ground to punctuate his words. A large and imposing man to begin with, his profile is made larger still by his hulking suit of armor that hums with mystic energy.
Or it's the work of your perfidious Earthshakers. Only a fool would not suspect a traitorous Archon of poisoning the mind of his students with sedition. We would have killed the Earthshakers Guild for their master's treachery, but I'm sure you have some perfectly valid reason for allowing them to live as your pawns.
The Archon of Secrets passes a scepter between his hands as he speaks, twirling the rod in hypnotic circles. Emerald luminescence sweeps from the seams of the Archon's ragged red robes. The glow is most noticeable where his neck or his mask seems to float and spin, never pivoting or bending naturally.
Hey, watch yourself. When these two get going, you don't want to get between them.
I'm here to proclaim Kyrus' edict. The valley was sealed in preparation for this. Queenslayer. Sensing your presence, the disfavored commander snaps into a firm salute. No doubt your presence here will strike despair into the hearts of our enemy. Lord Ash, Lord Nikrat. Nirat, sorry. Our guest is here. Bow to the Archon. Apologies for the sudden entrance. I travelled along.
Ah, the Stormcaller. Conveniently late once more. Our eyes and ears tell us you come bearing an edict. The anticipation is killing us.
My soldiers tell me you helped Commander Drotus on your way through Edring. You honor the court with your selfless cooperation, for that is the sort of camaraderie that Kairos demands of us all.
On the last of his words, the Archon of War glances at the voices of Narat, furrowing his brow as he utters the words, camaraderie. I require no thanks for doing my... I come bearing an edict of Kairos. Are you done bickering? I have an edict.
My dear Binder, we won't be done bickering until the last of Ash's hair falls out. We'll pause for you to read your little missive. Go on, don't keep us all in suspense.
It seemed only yesterday you were proving your worth in battle, assisting my warriors in the siege of the bastard city. Now Kairos has chosen you for a second time to proclaim an edict. Tell us, good Fatebinder, what sort of punishment does the Overlord have in store for the Oathbreakers?
The Overlord's loyal servants must hold Ascension Hall by Kairos' Day of Swords, or all in the valley shall perish. Seems you need encouragement to work together. Kairos' edict will end the lives of everyone in this valley unless Ascension Hall is claimed by Kairos. Kairos' Day of Swords. In honor of your incompetence and disarray, the edict will execute every living thing in this valley unless Ascension Hall is taken. The earth sways with each... Oh no, the screen! The earth sways with each word you utter, the air thickening with warmth as you do something. The air thickening with warmth as you pronounce the thirstily phrased commandment. Every syllable drafted by the hand of Kairos. With the edict proclaimed, your pulse quickens and the muscles in your legs, worn from long trip down the mountains, feel renewed. Tired limbs now nearly buoyant with vigor.
The Overlord means to compel us into action. No doubt the avalanches in the mountains are part of this ultimatum. We must conquer the Oathbreakers or die in failure. There is no room for error, and no other way out of this valley alive. We'll need to advance across the Mittani. We lose everything if we stand still, and we move to back up Plan Green. The Earthshakers didn't make it over the mountain in time, so we do this the hard way. Over the walls instead of through.
The Archon of War taps a finger against his temple. A low rumble escapes from under his...
So you found your backbone at last! Oh, we were worried past humiliations would make you soft, timid. That was a record for you, right? The baker's dozen lost in one sortie. If you had waited for the chorus reinforcements, maybe we'd have eyes and ears on
Who is the
that.
Archon of War? It's the blue guy. They call you the Archon of Secrets, but you certainly don't seem to know anything remotely You too daft, it is your indecision and bickering that necessitated this.
Daft? Only fools hate their lives enough to insult our intellect. But, our dear Binder, your invective is not without purpose. Each moment we waste, death by edict draws closer. Graven Ash, we leave you to tackle the river. The chorus will scour the outer valley.
So that is what it takes to get you to agree to a plan of action. The threat of death? You place the Overlord in this position with your incessant arguments, but now we've actually agreed to do something. Kairos be praised.
No more sitting idle. I expect the disfavored to be on the march at once. Voices of Necrat, I trust you are done acting the clown and will have your horde ready to march with all haste.
Do not think for a moment that you can give us orders, maggot. Not unless you wish to discover new ways of feeling pain.
My lord, Barrick, his band have been drilled on the Echo Call assault plan. Crescent runners should brief him as we speak regarding the latest enemy movements along the river. I'll dispatch him as once. The Iron Marshal salutes, clapping her gauntlet to her breastplate. And I will ensure the chorus stands ready to march. The disfavored can take the river. The chorus has the manpower to secure the outer ring of the valley.
Our soldiers clamor for battle, and at last we shall have it. Verse, we command you to continue guarding the Fatebinder. Tunan's Chosen is our honored guest, and must be shown our finest hospitality.
I won't let you down, boss. He'll get through the campaign in one piece, as long as he doesn't do anything too stupid.
And before we forget, we have a debt to settle. Last year, when our warriors got confused about supply lines, so kind of you to understand how things get muddled in the fog of war.
The Archon of Secrets tosses several iron rings your way as he begins to leave. Taps the fifth eye on his shoulder and one last twirl of his scepter. The Archon departs from his own.
Bribery? But we paid you after you helped us. You law pups are so hard to figure out sometimes.
The Archon of War chuckles to himself and watches the Scarlet Chorus leader and his guard depart. Who's the Archon of Secrets? It was the green dude.
Finally. The fool and his puppet are gone. Perhaps now I can hear myself think. Rarely do I question Kairos' judgment, but I will never understand why the voices of Nerat is given such authority. I shudder to think what will become of us all should Tunon favor him in the end. Though the edict threatens the Scarlet Chorus just as it threatens us, I cannot shake the feeling that our allies will work against us. Queenslayer, I would ask that you join us in battle, if only for the satisfaction of your presence enraging the enemy. If you wish to be counted amongst the glorious, speak with the Iron Marshal. She will direct the order of battle until we are ready for the final push into the Citadel.
Ooh. I'm short a few scouts, short a few soldiers, short a few everything. I'm sure my brethren are grateful to have the skilled outsider. I'd be honored to help, and what of the Scarlet Chorus? How will they be helped? Should I ping the Discord? No, we're going to end this stream pretty much now. The Iron Marshal salutes Graven Ash and turns to leave the tent. I'll be at the training grounds readying the soldiers. Find me when you're ready. Pause is clearing her throat. And though I am loath to mention it, the chorus can likely use your... Certainly won't secure the outer valley on their own. Fifth Eye will be somewhere in that rat's nest they call a camp, you beast. Seek him out if you must. Okay! Well, you know, I'm gonna save. Alright. That's the end of the stream for now. We'll be back later with some Apex. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you later on. Peace out.